What is up, my Brodys and chikadees? It is Insano James, and I am back. Yes, after 2 years, I am back. Now, I want to talk about the new Shredder's Revenge game and what's to come in the future, which I thought that would have been before Shredder's Revenge, seeing that that's a new game. I know that's not. Now, we got the Cowabunga collection, the TMNT Cowabunga collection. So, 13 games. Now, I'm a huge fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but the games aren't really, worth keeping all of them just because it's got their name on it. Now, some are, like Turtles in Time, which is what this game is a tribute to. I mean, they're tribute games. That's what they do. That's what this company is. Dotemu, or whatever, I can't say the name. That's an odd name. I never heard of them. I know they did Streets of Rage 4, and now I went and watched some of the gameplay. I never did play it. Wasn't aware of it, so it wasn't. I don't know how big the title was. It seemed to be a good side scroller beat 'em up, and I think that's really awesome. And I love what they did with Casey Jones in this game. I think it's great. Now, yes, I hope you guys are enjoying the comic book filter. I thought that was perfect for this game, for its classic look, and having comic book-like features in this video. I think you guys would love it. That's why I added to this. Y'all can leave a comment below and let me know what you think of that, and I could do it in some other videos. Not in every video. Of course not. I mean, that'd just be crazy, right? Unless you're just a comic book psycho. Oh, I gotta love all the Marvel and DC movies just because they're comic book movies. No. Look, man, there's a difference between loving the comics and the animated series and shit where it was good, but not every fucking movie they do is justice. Sorry. I don't think every comic book should be a movie. It's not bad to have them. I just don't think every character needs a fucking movie. Sorry. Like, I'm gonna probably get shit in the comments because I know he's big now. Or Marvel characters got bigger when movies came out, I guess, even if they weren't in movies yet. But anyway, let me keep going. Get past Marvel. We're not here to talk about Marvel, are we? So we got the Cowabunga collection. There's 13 games, and so we got 14 games this year of Ninja Turtles. And now we had a actual TMNT game before these released, before this one released. So we had TMNT Mutants in Manhattan, and they had the comic book or more of a cartoon look, not what they do in Nickelodeon. It looks a little more cartoonish, comic book like. So that's why I thought this would go great with that. And so, moving on to the characters in the game, I love their, I'll probably put it in the next video. I didn't actually put all of their stats on here, except for Casey Jones. Casey Jones, I'm sorry, he and Leo are the only two characters in the game that have up to 2 stars and past it, up to 3. That's the max on their stats. See, so he's got 3 on his, I think, speed. And no, it might have been range. I can't remember. I get those confused when I think of him and Donatello, because Donnie's got a pretty far range for his attacks. He's got a 2 on speed and I think 1 on strength, or no, it was 2. I'm thinking of Splinter. But I'll show that in the next video. I'll just do a video on that and show you each what their moves are. Back to the Cowabunga collection. Now, there's 13 games, and there's only a few that I'm looking forward to, and those are the ones that I'll mention, and the other ones are pretty much NES games, and love for them all. I don't hate them, and some are bad, some are just, just don't look good enough to even, it's not even worth my time to play. If it looks like a stick, I'm not playing it. Like, I hated how the regular Mega Man looked like a fat guy. He almost reminded me of Mario a little bit, just the size of him. That's what. And then later on, you know, they made him look in the Mega Man X games. He actually looked like a fucking robot. He looked like a cyborg. But yeah. So the games I'm looking forward to in this collection is the TMNT tournament fighters. I'm sorry, getting my words mixed together. So yeah, I'm looking forward to those. I know there's different variations, like 3 games of it. Which, I mean, I guess that's for whoever loves that one. That's the one they'll be able to play, like they did with X, right? You know, they gave us all the games, even the ones people didn't like, and there were some of the ones at the end people really hated them because one of them didn't even have Mega Man in it. So I'm looking forward to the Super NES for Tournament Fighters. That was the best one for me, and I think that was a very that had a high rating anyway for that one on that system. The other ones on Sega Gen, I think one of them looked better, looked even as well. It looked more like the comic book instead of the cartoon, which I think the one on NES looked great, the Super NES. But I want to play the Sega Genesis one. I think is the other one that they brought out. But now I want to talk about all these retro games, right, that I've been talking about in the entire video. So I love that we're getting remakes. I love that this is something that's happened on PS4. I know PS3 did a few, and they really wasn't remade. They just put them on the PS3. Like some titles that were on the PS3 just went straight to PS4. Didn't want really a remake. It was just remastered to be played on it. So I love that anyway. But when it's good enough to just remaster and don't need to be remade, there's no point. Some games do, like Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PS1. I would love to see that remade for the PS5, and I think that's in production. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. It's been a lot of talk over years since PS4 came out. Yeah, I think even before that, you know, when people wanted to see in the HD edition of the Metal Gear Solid games, we had Peace Walker, then we had Snake Eater, and then Sons of Liberty. I thought that was great. And those had those retro NES games. Now I did play those just because they were classics, and I had to see what it was like in those. They'd be stealth, you know, in those the Metal Gear games that were on the NES. So, like I was saying, you know, I love that they added those on the Snake Eater edition in that HD collection I bought for it on the PS3. And then, you know, so we're getting more retro games like this, and this, like I said, was a masterpiece. And now the Cowabunga collection, like I said, is $40. Now I'm hoping that it's going to be like a 2-piece, like they did with Mega Man X. They did 2 pieces because you had 4 on one game. I mean 4 on one game and then 4 on the other edition. So I'm hoping maybe this would be a 3-piece or 2-piece. I don't know how many would stick in each copy if you were to buy individual sets, unless you bought it together. You know, I'm hoping that's what they'll do, like they did with Mega Man. That would be really, really great. Sorry guys, I'm just really excited for that, because like I said, I know there's only a few games that I'm looking forward to. That's why I mentioned that, and hopefully they'll do that. So we'll see in the future. By the way, that collection's coming out at the end of this year. I mean, literally at the end of this year, December 31st. I googled that shit and it says rumors say that blah blah blah. You know, December 31st. I'm like, holy fuck! Did they not know? I'm thinking that's something they're just telling people until they figure out when they actually want to fucking release it. because they're probably having to do some tweaks or add some, you know, format like they did, like Mega Man X did. I don't know if everyone's going to be crazy about not having the filters to make it more polished. I don't know if they would do that, but hopefully they would, because people seem to really love what they did with the Mega Man collection. That was really awesome. I mean, you had the X challenge, and then you could do all bosses, like 2 at a time, and pick what weapons you wanted. So yeah, I know I'm talking a lot about Mega Man, and I want to see more future Ninja Turtles games. Hopefully they could do a more up-to-date one. Now that's I'd like to see a tournament remake. That's something I would love to fucking see. You know, I think a fighting game for the Ninja Turtles, and add fucking characters to this. I know we got so many fighting games, but that would be fucking awesome. I wanted to mention that at the beginning of the video, but it never came to mind. Well, I think I'm gonna end it here for me. Hope you enjoy the rest. This is Insano James. I'll see my Brodys and chikadees in the next video. I'm out.
Batter up, Scuss Bucket.